And I'm up. I think I've been up actually since like 3 something. But anyways,
I wanted to just talk about pretty much and just get off my chest all that I've been thinking about. Like, for the past few minutes, going in circles about it. And I say past few minutes, but it's really like, it came up again in the past few minutes. But realistically, I think about it like damn near every day. It just hits like on different levels sometimes. So this time around, I'm kind of having new thoughts about it. And it's just obviously the fact that I'm about to give birth, bro. Like, I'm emitting a whole life through me. And it really just gets me thinking, you know, and thoughts turn into feelings. And how many thoughts about this have I already had, you know? Different thoughts, like, it evokes so much in me. But ultimately, like, at the root of it all, I'm doing my best to stay God-centered. And, you know, just knowing that my body is made for this process. Nonetheless, I think I have running through my blood, through my veins, fears from the lives before mine. If you could hear what I'm saying, it's just, I know I'm made to do this. One, not only to prove God's existence, two, in that it's like eradicating the fear of breaking away from what's deemed as normal in this society, you know? Like, this world is dying. And when I say that, I really mean, you know, I don't think I've ever mentioned, say the world is dying, and when I say the norms of this world, it involves, you know, the normalization. This is what I'm talking about specifically in the situation, the normalization of going to hospitals and depending on this world's doctors and, you know, whatnot, to aid us, to serve us, and ultimately just how they've deemed pretty much birth as like a medical emergency. It's really not. It's like a natural process. It is a natural process. It's not like one. So in that, you know, that's why I say I'm made for this. I'm having a free birth. If y'all don't know what that is, that's birth at home. No doula, no midwife. It's just me and God and my family, you know. So it's breaking free from everything that, again, is normalized in the society. Certain principles that we've been holding up for such a long time, it's dying, and we're going back to the ways, I want to say this, but in the same sense, it's like, it's so new, but in it, at the same time, we're going back to the ways of the kings and the queens of civilizations from before. So I'm trying to bring in a new world, you know, and God is using me for that purpose. And as uncomfortable as it seems sometimes, it's really necessary, because he knew that only I could do this, you know, only I could do it the way that I'm doing it. And I'm saying that, but everybody has their own way of, you know, everybody has that same outline, that same, you know, blueprint, pretty much. Like, you are all unique. We are all unique. God is manifesting through us in a unique way. Nonetheless, I have the two sides of things playing out in me, you know, but one triumphs the other. I just, as much as, you know, people be asking me, like, are you ready, you know, like, are you prepared? I'm like, I'm as prepared as I can be in this moment. Like, mentally, emotionally, it is not just one thing. I'm not always at a constant, but I can come back to like a root idea, a root reality that I feel like is what's ultimately holding me together. And that's just my faith, you know. That's just knowing that God is with me through all of my endeavors. But this one being, I feel like, one of the biggest ones in my life thus far. I think that I'm as ready as I can be. I think the person that I'm gonna be in that moment is gonna be the person I need to be in that moment to get me through that moment. I think that the person that I will become is gonna be worth the person that I'm currently shedding. I'm constantly like, I just thought of Shrek when he said, you know, what he said, I don't know, he said something about, was it people being like, having layers, emotional, I don't know. Nonetheless, like an onion with all these different layers. I feel like I'm just like unveiling within myself. God is helping me to unveil and accepting myself for where I'm at. And again, layers. So it's like every day I'm somewhere else. I'm someone new every day. Knowing that this experience is gonna bring out probably something else in me that I haven't fully tapped into. It's gonna help me fully tap into something else. Maybe something I never tapped into before. And like I said, the person that I am shedding, unveiling, is constantly, what is it? I'm just constantly in that process, and it's always worth it, you know, because I learn new stuff about myself. I learn new stuff, in me, you know, knowing myself, learning stuff about myself. I'm able in return to not only have more compassion for other people, but in that have more understanding, have more sympathy, have more just an overall connection to other people. And it comes in increments, you know. Right now, I'm just, you know, like I mentioned, sometimes I don't want to think about certain things. God puts certain thoughts in your head, and it's like, think about it. It's like, it'd be crazy. And I say crazy, it's really not. It's just, it's life. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I know I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna feel the pressure. I'm gonna flow through it. I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna do my best to stay focused, to stay centered, and know that I'm able to endure through whatever God puts on my path for me.